Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in to Gender Wars tonight. We got a fun show planned out for you all. We touched on gender roles as a side chick, as the man of the household, as a stay-at-home mom. Just a lot of gender roles going on, so we hope you enjoyed tonight's episode of Gender Wars. Hey everybody, and thanks for joining us live for Gender Wars on SNBTV.com. I am Kandee. This is my co-host Sheldon, and we have some fun topics planned for you all tonight. Yeah. How you doing today, Sheldon?
You know, I'm doing well. It's Sunday evening. It's been beautiful weather.
Yes.
And I'm having a good day.
Good.
How is your day going?
My day is actually really good. Thank you for asking.
Of course.
I'm just ready to start up this chat. I've been thinking about it all day. I've been pretty hyped to interact with all of y'all, so I hope y'all enjoy the show tonight.
And I gotta say that the chat room's already throwing out stuff. We've got somebody in Jamaica. Hello. And
it's Jamaica. Hey.
And you know, we've got people throwing in little comments, trying to be slick.
Thanks for joining us, Sparkster. Everyone else, if you have joined the chat, make sure you say your name so we can give you a quick little shout out.
That's right.
Are we ready to jump in tonight?
We are ready.
All right. So the name of the game today is Play Your Role. Play your role. Tonight we're going to get into some gender roles, roles as a side chick and things of that nature. Last week on our episode, we talked a little bit about this Donald Sterling situation. We're not going to go over that because we already spoke about it. But it really got me thinking about how common this side chick thing is these days. I mean, 10 years ago, I'm sure their side chicks were obviously in existence, but now today it just seems like it's common term, common knowledge amongst the youth. I mean, it's something that people are glamorizing in the media. It's becoming a thing to be these days.
I'm waiting on Facebook to make it an option as a relationship, like where you could just say, "No, I'm not married. No, it's not compliment. Oh, I'm a side chick." Except I'm waiting on that any day now. Any day.
But then they would have to extend it to where you could be in a relationship and then have the side chick, because right now you can only have like one connection going on.
That could get messy, but Facebook will figure it out.
Facebook is already messy anyway. They actually act like they want to provoke breakups and everything.
Absolutely.
So that's right in their alley.
Sparks are saying something.
Right.
Do like The Rock says, know your role and shut your mouth.
Okay. Well.
Agreed.
Thank you for that, Sparkster. Mr. Neal, how are you feeling about this whole side chick movement, we can honestly call it, with women actually seeming like they're aspiring to be side chicks? How do you feel about that from a male perspective?
I feel like this has it's kind of been brewing for like the last couple of years. We've heard songs come out with "I'll be boyfriend number 2." We've heard we've heard chick songs that's like this is my man on the side, or that type of thing. This has been brewing for a couple of years. It's amazing that even some of my friends, like, they know that their ex has a new relationship, but they're more than comfortable with still spending time with them, going on dates, even deeper stuff. So it's like, it's just accepted, and I feel like it's a trend, but it I don't know, it may be here for a while.
Right. That's a trend, is something that kind of comes and goes. Yeah. This doesn't seem like it's going. It seems like it's growing, which is a major issue for me.
Yeah.
I just think it's shameful that young women are being brought up in this and think it's okay to be the chick on the side and not have somebody fully devoted to you, making you number one, and you're comfortable with just being the little treat on the side and the convenience on the side. I was never raised to be that way.
Well, for men, it's a game because if I have a girlfriend and I'm still talking to my ex, I'm making my ex feel like I miss her and I want her, and she can give me something that my real girlfriend can't give me. And so that gives a confidence to the ex. That makes the ex feels like she's still relevant. She's got something on the new chick. Oh yeah, you got my old dude, but he's still coming to me. it's a game thing. And
why are you playing games? Like, why even get the new chick in the first place if you know you're gonna have this one lingering on the side? Like,
listen, if I tell you you can have one Oreo or you can have 2 Oreos, like,
oh my goodness,
why would you take one?
So women are Oreos now?
No, it's just an analogy. I happen to love Oreo, so it worked perfect for my brain. I'm sorry. I mean,
no, that's terrible to me. That you just think, I mean, the more the merrier. That's a terrible way to think about it.
Well, I mean, all I'm saying is men have kind of played this game to make women feel like them being the side chick is not a bad thing.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of what I was getting at. It's
I
like
see.
Men kind of have promoted this. Women do it too, but in a man's perspective, we promote it by making the side chick feel like they're on the same level as my main chick.
Right.
And a lot of chicks is falling for it.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. And it really tells you how broken females are and everything, or how delusional we are for us to really feed into that. Because when you step back from the situation, how can you ever let a dude convince you that you're the side chick but you're still on the same level as the main chick? If you were on the level of a main chick, you would be the main chick. Well. Period. So, I mean, I just think it's just a hot mess. It's really a hot mess. Do you feel that social media has a role in this growing? Or to expand a little bit more past social media, shows like Scandal. Yeah. I mean, everybody wants to be Olivia Pope because of her feistiness, her quickness, her intelligence, her style and everything, her profession even, how she's the save the day type of woman. And she's a side chick.
Right. That's a great example. It does glamorize kind of being okay or being content with being the chick on the side. I don't know. I think it I don't know.
Are our viewers saying anything?
Yeah, Miss Jamaica is coming in with all of this. She's I think it's totally wrong.
Agreed.
Women need to know their value, and that's true. I think, and I want to be on my side because this is gender wars. Men are being okay with being the dude on the side too. So my question to you is there a difference? Because I know some of my friends who are the boyfriend number 2, they are cool because they're getting intimacy. And they're like, hey, I'm still smashing my ex. I'm still hanging out with this other chick, and she's got a boyfriend, and she's got it's almost like a compliment that a chick is cheating on her dude to be with me. Is it different? Is it really different?
I think the mentalities behind it are a bit different. When women have 2 dudes and everything, it's really, what can we get? It boosts our confidence and everything, just like it's an ego boost for men, but it's a really confidence, like, ooh, all the dudes want me and that type of thing. And not only that, but a lot of females will really manipulate men to get what they want, whether that's an emotional feeling for the hour that you're with him occasionally, whether that's the things he's buying you just so he can remain in that lane and you can keep screwing him. Yeah. Like, I mean, women do a lot of manipulative.
You missed a letter or 2.
Or 3.
Would you like to buy a vowel?
I need one.
Jeez, wait.
But let's just skip over that. But I feel like women become that way to get what they want. So, I mean, we're playing the same type of game, just in a different way. And honestly, I feel like the way women play is a lot smarter a lot of times. Yeah.
We obviously have some gladiators in the chat room because they're kind of going in on the characters, and Olivia's life is messy, and so it's not really glamorizing that she's a side chick. I wouldn't call Olivia a complete side chick though. One of the chatters did say that Fitz is in love with Olivia. No, this isn't after the scandal, but
catch that every Thursday.
Right.
Slice Network.
The boy in that situation, Fitz actually loves the chick that's not his wife. That's not the situation we're seeing every day in everyday life. The dude will more than likely never pick the side chick if he had to pick between the two. He just has the side chick there for whatever she is bringing to the table. And a lot of times, well, period. I'm not going to go there tonight. Not this early.
I understand what you're saying. It's a different situation from the everyday, but at the same time, she's still in love, in relations with a man who is married and who's not fully hers.
Let me ask the chat room this. Could you be the boyfriend number 2? Could you be a side chick? Would you do it? I'm interested to see what people say, because a lot of people I hear, oh, I would never be the chick on the side. I would never be on the chick on the side. And then you find out that it's like, they still with their ex, and their ex has a girlfriend or a boyfriend. So I'm curious to hear some opinions on that. Could you be the person on the side? Have you ever been, you personally, let me ask you, have you ever been the chick on the side? And knew about it? Because that's the trend. That's the component that's trendy. You know that the person has a significant other. In my situation, that I can ever think that there was a other woman, it was because I was being cheated on and just didn't know about it. So, and in that case, as soon as I figured that out, I was like, heck no, I'm not dealing with you anymore. So I was never. Sheesh. I was not. Boy, what? Sheesh. What? No, I'm very much the type, if I can't have all of you, I don't need any of you. Because I'm just, it's territorial, it's selfishness, and I feel like I should be able to be that way if you want to say that you're going to be my man. Like, I don't get the whole concept of being content with being that person on the side. If it's convenient for you, if it's convenient for him, great, but I'm not willing to make anybody my convenience or be anybody's convenience. I feel like that's why we have so many broken marriages, broken relationships and everything, because it's all of this. It's just messy. All of it is messy. That's too messy for my taste. Keep it cute. Well, we got some people here saying that no, they couldn't do it. They couldn't be the person on the side. What if you were, I know this is kind of longer than it's out, but I'm really curious to know, since we have our chatters interacting, what if it was a situation that was similar to Olivia, who's you genuinely fall in love with this person only to find out that they already have somebody that they just don't want to be with? Then is it more of a, well, I wouldn't normally do this, but I've fallen in love with him. We've been together for 1.5 years, and I'm just now finding he has somebody. Like, is that something that would be harder for you to let go, or is it still a hands down, I'm not settling for that? Yeah. Somebody said, oh, I'm not going to repeat it, but. Oh, hell no. Thank you, Miss Jamaica, for chiming in. I can clearly see how you feel about that situation. Yeah, she ain't dealing with it. Who else is chatting with us right now? I see we got Miss Jamaica and Sparkster still, but it's a few more people chiming in. There is. Make sure y'all leave y'all names so we can go ahead and give y'all a shout out. That's right. Okay. Is there anything else we want to say about this side chick conversation? If I could just wrap it up, I'd like to say, listen, if you're a side chick, you really got to do something with your life. This is ridiculous. This is 2014. Get a real relationship. Like I said, Facebook doesn't have any option for you to check mark when you put in your relationship status. Go out and get a real boyfriend or a real girlfriend. You know, go get catfished or something. Like, don't be somebody's toy. I mean, like, who wants to do that? Or don't make somebody a toy. Well, I didn't go that far, but don't. Like the whole situation. Don't be a toy. Don't make somebody a toy. All of that. That's my recap on that. I mean, really, just find something more productive to do than be somebody's pet. Right. Okay. So, along with this playing your role, I wouldn't say this is somebody who necessarily. I'm sorry. I don't really, this isn't necessarily on the same page, but I do feel like it's a gender role type thing that's a question of today. And the conversation I want to start was, how do you feel about stay-at-home moms and now stay-at-home dads? Back in the day, stay-at-home fathers was something that was unheard of, despicable, and now more and more I'm seeing articles on this, I'm seeing studies on this, I'm hearing about people who are actually stay-at-home fathers and really take pride in that. So, first of all, from a male's perspective, for you and the men in the chat room, I was curious to know, how do y'all feel about stay-at-home fathers? Well, listen, if my wife... What is their role, and is it okay? Well, it gets tricky, because I'm going to tell you how women are, especially women, well, I'm gonna tell you how women are. When you
Right, let's not overstep.
when this is probably not all the time, but even if I was interested in being a stay-at-home dad, a man that stayed at home and the house husband, the wife would change how she acts and interacts and deals with all the, like, everything would change. And that's the issue, because the woman calls the shots. The woman is the leader of the house, and most men can't deal with that. Most men can't deal with, well, some pathetic men, I think, can have their wife tell them what to do and run everything, tell them what to wear, what to dress, what to eat, what to buy, what not to buy. That's not for me. I'm not about that life. No day of the week.
Okay.
It's a tough situation, but I think for me, more than anything, I think the woman turns into being this possessive person, this controlling person, and I do think it's vice versa. When a man insists that his wife stay at home, although it's more traditional, I do think in a lot of cases the man will become a little bit more controlling, a little bit more, you pay all the bills, you can kind of question everything, or at least that's how I look at it. And I don't like that. I think it needs to be some type of working system where both people are kind of doing something, and it's a team. But when you got one person doing everything, I feel like that.
But ideally, though, it's not one person. Yeah, one person might be paying the bills, but it's the same setup if it's a man. While the woman is at work working hard, the man is still at home cleaning, cooking, grocery shopping, running errands, raising children and stuff. So if it's flipped and it's a man going to work, that's seen as fine for a female, because she's still handling the household and that's her job. She's still playing her role in that aspect. But you're saying when it's flipped and it's a man, it becomes an issue because of the woman having to step into that role of wearing the pants?
Yeah.
Aren't a lot of women already trying to step into that role, though?
Yes.
And that kind of trails off into something we'll talk about later, I guess, gender roles in general in relationships, but the power struggle and everything. I mean, it used to be something that a lot of women were content with, staying at home and playing that role. But now it seems like more women want to be independent. They want a man, but they want to act like they don't need a man, and they want to make the main decisions and everything.
And I guess that's what I'm talking about. It's like that ego and that kind of the way that you carry yourself completely changes when you are running everything and you literally could walk out the door and be gone for good. Like when you have that type of power, a lot of women because you guys have a strong emotional component where you kind of just react on certain things. Not all, you know what I mean when I say that. Don't start acting like I'm sexist or something. But I do feel like it can be abused. That power can be abused
by women in particular, just because of our emotional imbalance. The way we react to certain things, we are quicker to react on emotions versus
let us be out too late at the club. You'll be calling us, hey, you better be back, you know that's my car, I paid for that car, don't you take my car out and be gone till 1 o'clock, that stuff. You kind of have that argument now, and I think it's just how women respond. We do have a male chatter in here that's saying stay-at-home fathers don't see a problem. Some guys are more nurturing and better at handling domestic situations. I agree with that, but I
mean, even you yourself say that you're better at cooking than most females, and I've seen the way you clean and everything. I mean, and you're pretty handy and everything too. You're really well-rounded with around the house type skills that'll, not calling you feminine or anything, but a lot of females are lacking in the areas that you kind of just grew up knowing how to do these things,
right? And
being more independent and
right. Even with that being the case, I would have to be doing something. I think that does fall on like a person to person situation. But for me, my wife's going to be working somewhere. I don't care if it's McDonald's. Get your butt to work, girl. Get to work.
And as far as stay-at-home mothers, I've had a lot of conversations where I've really had to go to bat for stay-at-home moms just because I was raised by a stay-at-home mom. My mom had a business at one point, but when we moved and really started to establish our ground somewhere, my dad asked her to, quit, and he wanted to be the breadwinner of the family. And she said, okay, I'm going to let go of this business that I'm building and let you be the man, let you wear the pants and all of that. And the way we were raised and everything, just because she was at home, I really can appreciate that. But it seems like a lot of women these days think that it's a disgrace for you to be at home and don't understand the roles of a stay-at-home mom. So in this day and age, is it still okay to be a stay-at-home mom? Or do you think as time goes by, it's kind of slipping away to where everybody just needs to be working, fending for themselves, and it's just not something that's common anymore?
I've got 2 guy friends that I'm really cool with, and both of them have insisted for their girlfriends, fiance, whatever, to not work. I want to support you. I do feel like this is another one of those trends where it's like, I want to get to a level, I want to make enough money to where I can tell my girlfriend, my fiance, my wife to sit at home. But like you said, what was important is what you said. The roles that is staying at home can still be a job.
Yeah,
you can definitely treat it like a job. A lot of chicks aren't doing that.
Not at all.
That's part of the problem.
Which is funny because a lot of people will compliment me on my work ethic. Even you sometimes will be like, wow, you just keep going and going. And
Sure.
A lot of people assume that's because I had a dad who was the breadwinner and everything, who worked constantly. No, that was because I saw my mama, who was a stay-at-home mom, busting her butt all the time with her stay-at-home duties, because she said, if I'm not going to be working, I'm going to be putting in work at this house.
These days,
kids and everything.
These days, stay-at-home mom equals I'm going to the mall.
And watch reality TV in the evening.
You see these housewives of
everything,
every state. So
every country seems to be.
So they're not cleaning every show. Yeah. They out shopping. They out eating dinner and eating lunch and having business meetings of t-shirt line and like. And
honestly, in a lot of these shows, I've stopped watching reality TV a long time ago, but when I do happen to catch something or hear a conversation about something, whenever the man is asking the woman to cook or are you going to clean this up, it's very much that's what we have a maid for. Oh, that's what I have an assistant for. And I'm like, what? What do you do if you're not doing that as a wife? Like, even if you're not a stay-at-home wife, what are you doing not knowing how to clean or cook or anything? Because I feel like, I mean,
what are you doing being a wife? Never mind. Oops, I'm sorry.
How did you get a man? And I feel like I'm more equipped than a lot of people, and I can't even get one. I'm like, what is going on here?
Yeah.
Like, seriously, what is going on?
Yeah. It's a sad situation.
Can we see what our viewers are thinking about this?
I've got some people in here that's just kind of saying a little bit of the same thing what we're saying. It depends on if they're doing their job, and if they take it serious, it can be done. Some people are saying that they couldn't do it. Kind of the same thing we're talking about. It's gonna depend on the person, but I think the main thing is you need to make that decision if you can afford it. I think telling somebody I love you and I want you to stay at home, but we're gonna struggle and eat ramen noodles for the next 4 years, that's not really smart. Like, it's not really a good idea,
Yeah, I understand.
So it's like, you also probably should make sure you can afford to have one income and 4 kids.
Definitely. With that said, we are going to take a quick commercial break and then be right back with you all for Gender Wars. As always, make sure you let your friends know that you are chatting live with us.
That's right.
The more viewers, the more fun. Make sure you leave your name in the chat so we can shout you out. We'll be right back with you all in a minute.
Yep.
Hey everybody, we are back with Gender Wars. We hope you enjoyed that brief commercial break. Just wrapping up our topic of the whole gender roles with stay-at-home moms, stay-at-home dads, and I just wanted us all to have, us as well as the chatters, us all to have a moment to kind of share our views on what a man and woman's role in a relationship is. And since you've been talking like crazy tonight, I'm going to volunteer to start this segment.
Sure.
Basically, I feel like it's because of my background of being from a family where the mom was stay at home. I do feel like a lot of my ideals with relationships kind of exist because of that situation. I don't necessarily feel like the man needs to be the one going to work, making all the money, financially supporting and everything, but I do feel like the male should be able to take up that front role of really supporting the family in whatever way. And I feel like they should have the role to where we all kind of report to him. He has a final say with discussion and everything. It really takes that man role of ownership in this family and making sure it's being run properly and supported properly. And I do feel like even if the mother is working, because I wouldn't mind being a stay-at-home mom, but I don't mind working. I love working too, so it could go either way. But I do feel like the woman should be able to support the family with the nurturing aspect, with the children, with cleaning, with cooking, a lot of those things, even the little fixes stuff around the house that we don't have to call repairmen for. Like, I feel like men and women kind of both play parts in that, just from what I've been grown up around. And yeah, I feel like a lot of women are losing that nurturing quality or that pride in household duties and everything. And I really feel like that's important in relationships. What about you, Sheldon?
I agree with what you're saying. I like what this chatter says. I really don't subscribe to strict gender roles. I think individuals should play whatever role they're most comfortable in, regardless of whether it reflects their traditional gender's roles or not. I really agree with that.
Yeah,
I think it needs to just kind of fall with whichever is comfortable. That's really how I feel about it. I think if both people are being honest and both people are being upfront, both people are doing their job, I think more than ever, that's probably the main problem, is somebody's lacking. Someone's not doing their job. Someone's not cooking. Women, I'm talking to you. You know.
Or if a woman, I do feel like if a woman can't cook, maybe the man can't cook, but she should have something to balance that out. As long as it's balanced, I don't feel like it's a problem.
Well, you know.
I think it's important. I do feel like women should be able to cook, but I do feel like if she's bringing something to the table that a man doesn't, I feel like that's still just as valuable.
Side note, I was talking to a chick I was potentially gonna date, and she said to me, "Why are you expecting me to cook? My ex didn't care if I cooked." And I'm like, what kind of man were you with?
And he's an ex anyway, so why are you basing what your new potential boyfriend should expect from you off of somebody who's in the past?
I later found out that she
was his side chick.
No. No.
That sounded like a side chick statement.
Well, sound like a situation.
Okay.
A situation. Yeah, she had 2 car seats in her back seat of her car, so she automatically got to know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Withholding evidence, but I did want to. I'm like, you don't share that you have children, you birthed children. What? You're supposed to share that with me the first 5 minutes.
Okay.
Give me some. Yeah.
Go ahead.
So, I say that to say it's like men also are not requiring their significant other to do some of these things.
True.
So I do think that does play a role on it. I'm on the men's side 100%, and most of the problems are women's problems that causes them, and that's how I feel.
What?
But I'm saying that we have got to work on that as men. We've got to require a little bit more out of y'all. Being cute cannot work.
But I have a question. How can you say a lot of the issues rely on women when men are supposed to be like the foundation of our society and everything? And these days we don't have lead men to follow. So how do you expect women to be on the right track and everything? You're blaming all the problems on us. Aren't men supposed to be ideally the foundation of the household, especially since you said that women can't be that foundation because we can't handle it.
Kandee, take a joke. Sheesh.
So no. Don't come for us. Don't come for us with that slick comment and think I'm not gonna say something about it.
Well, all I'm saying is, like, if you cooked, if you cleaned, if you made sure that, you know, the kids.
If you were considerate, if you weren't selfish, if you were harder working, if you weren't looking at every other chick walking down the street and not staying in your lane.
A lot of that stuff is switching, though. We're really saying the stereotype issues in a relationship. A lot of that's switching. Women are cheating more than men. Is that
a statistic? Where's the statistic for that? And I know I'm kind of stuttering with that word.
You butchered that word, is what you did. I don't know. That just sounded smart to say. Like, I don't know if women are cheating more.
Exactly. Because we need to do some research before we throw out something bold like that, sir.
Google may know. And hey,
we're not getting to that tonight. I don't have the energy to really start going in with you on that.
That may be next week, because I'm pretty sure women are cheating much more than men.
How? Whoa. Let's not go there.
Yeah.
Let's not go there. No. Females are a mess these days, but I would not go all the way there.
Yeah, I think so.
Anyways.
I'm convinced.
Okay. What do our chatters have to say while we're wrapping up this subject?
Somebody said, "Oh, kill him." That better be to me towards her.
No.
These chatters are just so on your side. I can't.
Anyways.
I'm going to have all my friends in here next week.
Anyways, you decide to make a slick comment and had to be put in your place, sir. They need to be on my side.
Yeah.
So with that said, we want to thank you all for joining us tonight. If you want to keep in touch with us, make sure you're following Slice Network on Facebook. We have a Twitter. We also have a Instagram. Those things can all be found on the sidebar that you're looking at right now while you're watching us chat live.
That's right.
Sorry, I was just grabbing at air there. I'm looking at the screen. But we really enjoyed talking to you all about people playing their roles, whether you're a side chick, whether you're a stay-at-home father, stay-at-home mom, or just in a relationship, period. We hope that you all will continue to share topics with us. Make sure you leave your name so people can follow you as well as us. I am at Kandee Loves Ya.
And I'm on Instagram, S_Neil.
And we enjoyed chatting with you all. We will see you all next Sunday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time with Gender Wars.
That's right.
See you all later.